again, it's Sadie, and we're going to go for win 11 now. We won Slug C earlier, and then we rolled Zoltan C for our next chip, and this chip is quite a bit weaker than the ones that we've played in the last little while. You have this ion and drone set up, and it also has an absolutely appalling power situation. You have 2 reactor power, and your power bars are more expensive than normal because you have a weak reactor, so that's quite tricky to deal with. You do, however, have a Zoltan shield, and you've got 4 Zoltan crew, so you can do some interesting stuff with this. It's sort of micro-intensive. We'll go with this. Another alternative is to put this guy indoors, because this ship is quite weak against boarding, and then you run them into drones if you're not being boarded, which you usually aren't. Let's make sure things are tracking. They are. Go here first, and there. Go look for the rebel ship. We get the neutral result. At least we didn't have sped up fleet pursuit. We didn't get a fight either. This bribe isn't very good, and we are actually immune to damage here, because we can stuff 2 Zoltans into our shields, and this ship now can't hurt us. Let's take their Zoltan shield down. Okay, crew killing is impossible. They have a med bay anyway, so it would be impossible to ion kill their oxygen. But what we can do is we can train here. We do need to swap people around because we need 2 Zoltans in power all the time, in power and shields all the time. But we can start off by powering, by charging up our pilot and our engines, and then once that's done, we'll run somebody to weapons and we'll get that training as well. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, we're back. We are fully trained, except on shields, which we can't train on. Since crew killing is not possible here, we'll just take them out with a beam drone. That's okay, but, you know, we want more scraps. This is a possible double reward. When we get a store, we can't do anything with this. Considering we literally only had 1 lot of scrap. Oh, did I save crew positions while I was in there? Yes, I did. That was dumb. Well, we just leave this fake store behind. We know that there is at least 1 more in the sector. We just want to save scrap until we can do something, because that's usually the best way to play this. Okay, there's 1 store. Usually the best way to play this ship is to try to save scrap to do something useful at a store, usually getting some more reliable offense. Well, the timing there was good, but we missed. Could you please hit the weapons? I mean, if you could just please hit anything, that would be nice. You really do not want to have fights that go on this ship. It needs to win quickly. And we are not winning. Why am I not running my oxygen? That was dumb. That's quite bad. Put you in shields. Actually, no, put you in engines for now. And yeah, we're now wasting time on our backup battery. You get out of there and fix the oxygen. they are so close to being dead, and they have missiled my weapons twice after repeatedly dodging my... That's extremely bad. This is also extremely bad. I think we just need to run from this fight. Which is extremely annoying, because we had nearly won it. But... do we need to jump back to here? Because we could come back and finish the fight. I'm jumping away. It would be quite bad if this is another fight, which it is. Oh my god, it's a fucking asteroid field fight. We might die. I mean, the only good thing here is the asteroids can actually damage them, but yeah, we've jumped out with our stuff damaged. The more prudent move would have been to jump back to the a beacon we had already explored. You go and fix this. We need to... Okay, that's huge. Oh. Unfortunately, they have a buffer. Thank you, asteroid. That was also a huge deal. You go fix the oxygen. Please finish this now. Oh my fucking god. That's really bad too. No, I need to fix this. Just gonna take that. I need to end this potential spiral. I need to get everything fixed, and we are going to jump back to that fight and murder them. But yeah, this all started because we had that fight where the enemy just dodged our ions constantly. You know, we're going to jump back to that fight and they have 3 health. I don't want to actually send people back because that will pull my shield down. So let's actually get the FTL charged up and then we will do that. Let us return. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Could you have not done that earlier and then we could have avoided that entire situation? I think that's a bug. What's also apparently bugged is this ship's evade. And my beam drone's inability to hit anything other than an empty room. Really not fucking worth it. I want to go through this nebula, but I don't think we can unless we want to go to the store right now, which we don't really have enough to do anything meaningful there. So I think we need to go 1, 2. I'd love to be able to go here, nebula, here, store, but it'll get taken over. I have enough jumps to... I think I can go here, here, store, onwards, but... yeah, like, we've lost a bunch of jumps, as well as losing quite a lot of hull for a ship that starts with a frigate's golden shield. This fight at least should be relatively easy, but it also won't give very much scrap, being a forward scout. This beam drone is defective, constantly shoots at the empty hull, and 10 scrap, wee. Okay, this is a bit more promising. This ship can't hurt me. And there's a potential double scrap reward. You and you go there and there. It better be a double reward. Really need a double reward. Nice. Okay. I'd like to upgrade to you. Whoa. We were closer than I realized. I'd like to get hacking, but if I do that, I then can't upgrade my systems enough to use it. I'm gonna just do this. Get some repairs, buy some fuel. In most fights, we can just use the hull laser. Having something that just actually does hull damage on this ship is very valuable. Okay, you can lose crew even with a Colombe there. Losing crew on this ship is a disaster, so I don't risk that. Distress and then out. This, on the other hand, we can risk. The Colombe protects us. Free stuff, cool. I mean, we could take Zoltan because we have multiple things to get through, but ultimately Abandoned is just a better sector times. And it's the same number of stores, so no reason to take one over the other. We didn't do too badly in terms of scrapping that, considering we lost a jump from having to run away. I think I need to start working on the shields now. You're not exactly safe doing that on this ship, unlike most others, because you don't have enough power to run that permanently. However, we are safe here. We're also protected by the Zoltan shield, but even once that's down. Just shoot at the empty hull and see if we can win this. Oh, okay, they brought the shield back up, so no. Except we can now. Well, there's another store. We can take a bunch of jumps up there and then go to it. If you have a Lanius, you can get stuff cheaper there, but I don't think it's generally worth it, even if you can. For fuck's sake. Please give me scrap. We're kind of stuck in terms of scrap because Once we get into the next sector, when enemies are turning up with 2 shields, we kind of need to use both of our weapons, and that's kind of expensive. I guess the main thing we could hope for at the store is something a little bit cheaper. If we could get like an ion stunner, we could use charge ion stunner, and the beam drone and buy more time to upgrade to using both weapons. Hacking would be nice, but we're not going to ever be able to afford that unless this like drops a Vulcan or a Burst 3 or something. If necessary, we do have things we can sell here, so... No hacking. Like, if we had hacking, I would snap up the halberd beam immediately, because we could shield hack and just win that way. But we don't. And I think I'm going to need to upgrade to use the charge ion next sector, which that's quite difficult to do. We need a lot of scrap, and we need 2 weapons. We need a lot of power, and we need 2 weapon upgrades. That's going to be hard to afford, especially with the way this sector has started. So I have to pass on the halberd beam, I think. We could potentially, against some ships next sector, use charge ion and beam drone, because the charge ion can't get through 2 shield bubbles. It just doesn't do it that well. But with the Zoltan shield, maybe in a weak fight we could. Just one moment. Okay, we are back. So, in order for us to get... I feel like we really do need to get the other weapon online as soon as possible. In order for us to do that, we need, effectively, 2 weapon power, which is 85 scrap. We would ideally want 2 power as well, but I suppose I could do it by doing this. So we kind of want to make 85 scrap in the rest of this sector, which is feasible but difficult. Especially if we get events like this. This has unfortunately been a very, very bad sector so far. The ship is bad at dealing with borders, but as long as your clone bay remains up, you can, in the final analysis, just vent everyone. You cut that out. Okay, this ship is pretty straightforward. Now let's hit the shields. Unfortunately, the hull 2 is a little bit slow. It does, however, have a very high chance of applying breaches, as demonstrated several times there. Nice, high scrap reward. I'm going to save scrap until I actually have 85, because if I say don't get that and then we jump into the next sector, maybe there'll be the possibility of buying something else at an early store. Do you need assistance? Okay, good. Melanius have decided to attack us. Take the hacking down, because as long as we take that out, we're safe in this fight. There is another store somewhere in this sector. We have 3 jumps before the exit, so it's either here, 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 or there, there, there. A path like that isn't feasible because if we do, we lose a jump. I have no way of knowing which is better. I just jump here blindly and hope that this is the better path. So far, so good. Looks like a Lido missile. It is indeed a Lido missile. Yeah. Multiple breaches in that room. Now we shoot at the empty hull, and as long as we hit 2 of the 3 shots, we win the fight. Like, I generally don't use the ×2 damage on systemless rooms property because it's more important to hit system. But the exception is, would you be able to win the fight by doing it? Shoot at any other room, we have to hit all 3 shots to win. I mean, we did, so it would have been fine. But by shooting at an empty room, we can afford a dodge and still just end the fight. Okay. Store was probably there then. Distress, they're up. We will attack the Lanius ship. This is another one where we're going to hit hacking first, because I don't want them to like hack my shields or something stupid. Shoot the weapons after that. Okay, they hacked my engines, so I'm basically safe. But yeah, if they had hacked my shields, that could have got quite ugly. Now we just need to hit 1 of our shots on the empty hull. Nice, double reward. That's huge. We have enough scrap now to upgrade that. I am still going to wait because we could have an immediate store in the next sector. But if we go in there and we don't see an immediate store, we're going to weapons 5. Which I never like having to do this early in a run, but that's how the dice have rolled so far. Is this ship potentially crew killable? I doubt it, but maybe it is. Maybe? Kind of awkward with the Lanius. But I mean, if we get... The Mantis is gonna get vented by his own crewmate. No, we will not accept surrender. No, we actually can do this. 2 shots kills the Lanius and 1 kills the Mantis. It's not often that I can crew kill with this ship when I'm fighting a Lanius, but... we got it here. Okay, this sector redeemed itself with the later bit. It's a pity that wasn't a reactor upgrade. Those being offered on this ship is really good. Oh god. Zoltan has more stores. Mantis could be forced red, which could be forced abandoned. Which abandoned 4 would be quite ugly. I mean, we deal with Zoltan shields reasonably quickly. The danger is the border police will be quite bad. We can't get energy bombers yet. But we do still have the beam drone, so we can use the beam drone and the ion to get through Zoltan shields very quickly. I think this is riskable, but this could be a mistake. Okay, there's no immediate store, so we need to do this. We also, at least until we see the border police, we need to do this, which is quite unfortunate because that makes us unable to actually power both of these things right off the bat. But we only need 1 lot of scrap to get another power bar, which I will do. And most of the time we'll be able to run him. Now we see a store. I don't know what I would see in the store that I would run. I'm honestly just going to buy a power bar and keep going. I wouldn't buy long-range scanners right now. The only thing I would have been able to see there maybe would be like an ion blast or something like that. Let's... get the shields ionized all the way, we can bring our beam drone up. Get the fight more quickly. Even though we're not primarily using the beam drone anymore, we do still have it. So we should use it where it's valuable. Nice. Those shields are broken. Yeah, those shields are broken, so I don't need the ion anymore. Why didn't I run you out? That was a mistake. Shorting myself a power bar all this time. Well, I'm gonna save your crew position in here actually, because at least until we see the border police, it's very vital that we have that option. We might be able to farm up enough scrap for hacking there. If we go like here, here, there, there. Not if we get things like that though. Okay, this ship can't hurt us. It is quite annoying. It has a defensive drone too, but as long as we have 2 Zoltans and shields, we are completely safe. Except for losing oxygen, but we can mostly make sure that doesn't... Oh yeah, they have hacking, so we're not completely safe. We might need to kill all their drones. which would be very, very tedious if that happens, but it may be the only way to do this safely. Because I can't power the charge ion whenever they hack my backup battery. We get like enough to do one full charge in between their hacks. And if we didn't have double Zoltans, we'd be completely fucked in this situation, but... Why am I shooting at their weapons anyway? I don't really care about their weapons. I need to shoot their drones. Let's keep shooting this to see. Oh, okay, we just managed to hit anyway. Do you have actual NGs over there, or do you have... Is this the version of this ship that has mantises? It'd be very helpful. No, they obviously do have. No, don't run people back to their spots. That would take two people out of... The one good thing about this fight is the NGs never run away. I might honestly just fire the whole laser at the empty hull then. And then eventually we should be able to get through and win. Just need to keep our oxygen from running out. Just let it refill all the way, then let them hack. Good. We laugh at your charge on foolish engines. We might be able to win here. But we didn't. Well, this fight is being very, very annoying. Are you fucking joking? Sure thing, dodge every fucking one of my shots. I suppose with only one hull left, their pilot is very highly motivated. Scrap. Let's let the oxygen refill. I doubt we will be able to afford hacking there unless we get a drop. I really don't want to have to sell the beam drone, although I would if it got me hacking. But selling a beam drone in a Zoltan sector is not ideal. refugee ship. God damn it. Well, I'm not even bothering with that store now. There might be another one later in the sector. Okay, now the good thing here is they only have one shield bubble. So we can auto-fire the ion, put the beam drone up, and take fairly quick work of it. No. Get that oxygen back up. Dock with the Zoltan science ship. This often gives quite a good reward. We need the beam drone to help us get through the Zoltan shield though. I think this often gives you like an augment or a drone. One of their Zoltans ran through shields and took their own shield bubble down, so why am I not doing that? Okay, it's this one instead. Well, we get another Zoltan. He can sit and provide more power. Unfortunately, it meant that the scrap amount was quite bad there. Although, you know, it results in a very nice amount of scrap. There we are. Oh God almighty. And they even have mind control. This is really awful. Directly into doors. Okay, we need to make sure they don't break the clone bay. Or if they do, we need to make sure they don't kill any of us while the clone bay is down. We need our beam drone right away. What I'm hoping is that they will run out of doors and I can go and reoccupy the doors. Actually, let's deliberate. I don't want them running into my weapons though. Can I? No, that doesn't get them out of there. Please get out of there. Damn it, they're in my doors. Get in there. And of course I also have to deal with their weapons. Okay, this is a decent situation. It's not great, but we can shut these internal doors, make them have to waste some time hitting those. We win this fight. Now they have mind control on one of our guys just to be more irritating. We need that second shield. We also need to keep that shield bubble up at all costs. Our backup battery is also going to run out in the not too distant future, and then things will be quite bad. Is that level 2 mind control? No, it isn't. Okay, our weapons are down. That's the most important thing. Prevent these people. Get them off my ship. Good. You two stand in there. Kinda need oxygen right now. I'll keep that mind control down. That mind controlling one of my shields people would be quite bad. You two go pile into weapons. We'll have backup battery back by the time they get to actually shoot that. If they get to shoot it at all. They ran through and depowered one of their shield bubbles at exactly the right moment for me. But yeah, that was a bit hectic. Now we don't need to have somebody starting indoors anymore. I'm actually going to vent these people in case we do get boarded again. These two are fine, but the rest of you, you'll get your skill back. Ugh. Been a couple times now in this sector where I feel like the beam drone has really been showing its value, and they're helping us get through that Zoltan shield quickly. Was a big deal. As well as just having another thing that applies damage and wins the fight. Whoa. No, don't do that. Stupid low power nonsense on this ship. You can take over shields. Actually, no, I will put you as just a spare bar. Like, a lot of the time I don't need my shields at the start of battles. But I do need my weapons. We might be able to find another store there. This ship's not too bad, it only has one shield. Zoltan shield's down, but they don't have any weapons left. If I say set a bunch of fires and breaches over there. Yes. Now, I should be able to kill this. Crew kill this, rather. So each of you kind of need 2 shots. But easiest way for me to crew kill this would be to hit the oxygen and breach it. Unfortunately, we've done that, but now they're running. Can I just ionize them? Unfortunately, now I need to take this out. We would have crew killed that had they not started running away, but they did. Okay, the other store was at one of these sort of jumps around. I think there were a couple up here that we didn't see. I don't think we have two here. No, we don't. Cool. We might be able to use that to get some crew kills. And failing all else, we can sell it for a bunch of scrap. We will obviously pick the option that says attack the rebels. We use the beam drone in this fight because they have really good weapons. They are likely to take my Zoltan shield down on, if not the first volley, then certainly the second. No, they just took it down on the second, then they actually have a boarding drone as well, which I am really not good at dealing with. Well, we got one down. Unfortunately, they have boarded directly into my shields, which is very bad. Okay, I need to get my oxygen up. Use real power for that. In fact, put you in there too. I have enough time to charge this up all the way, so I'm going to. Okay, good. Kindly stay on your own ship. Okay, that was dumb. Fortunately, we dodged. I didn't notice they had managed to get the heavy laser back up, so we could have taken 2 damage there unnecessarily. We will steal the civilian supplies. Oh, no, don't vent all my own people. I meant to only open the internal doors. You guys are getting vented for real, though. So that sector was tricky, but we did make quite a decent amount of scrap, I think. Let's check my tracker. Yeah, 154 scrap and a 25 scrap drop with the fire beam drone. One good storm will be in very strong position for this run, but we're not there yet. And all it would take is one bad enemy with 3 shield bubbles to really wreck our day. Oh god, we have to go to Rebel, which is a place where you can get double drone ships, which is very, very bad for our setup. We have to go up there to see if there's a store. Now I have to decide whether or not I go shield 6 right away here. It makes you a lot safer in those situations. The problem is we wouldn't be able to power that. I think I want to get an engines level, so if we need to run away, we can. I'm also going to buy a power bar for that. We can still afford hacking, we can still afford just about any weapons. We can't currently afford cloaking, although we could by selling a couple things. You know, if I needed to sell the beam drone and the fire drone to get cloaking, I would. good luck to us. Let's respond and investigate. Okay, good. There's no stores up there. Of course, there's also this terrible beacon. What does this do again? I'm wary of fighting this ship. That looks like a burst laser too, and they could have double offensive drones. Rebel automated ship sits dormant. Auto ship. Near a rebel forward radar station. So this has a chance to give us a map. Or to delay the rebels. The combat drone event is not guaranteed to work. But it is more likely to work. It's 2/3 likely to work. I'm going to risk it. Okay, good. So that will be helpful if the store is like there. And if not, well, it's useful anyway. But yeah, I'm very wary of fighting auto assault ships right now. Yes, we absolutely sell as many missiles as we can. That beacon sucks as well. This is not good. Although we should be able to just fight these guys off, but they have 3 shield bubbles. Their weapons are not that strong, is the one advantage we've got here. Take one of them out and we're safe. Why did... Zoltan power nonsense. Well, that was a misplay. Potentially a fairly costly one. We may need to run from this fight. I mean, if we could take that chain laser down, we'd be completely safe. It's just, okay, good. We have to dodge this, which we did not do, but we can go and fix our oxygen. We don't need to charge the FTL right now, because they can't hurt us. They have a system prepared for them, right? Okay, good. As long as the chain laser is down, they can't hurt us. And in a long enough fight, the charge ion will tend to take shields down. Fix the breaches in there, so they're going to start bringing things back up. I'll hold my backup battery until that laser is actually ready to fire at me. Okay. Stupid defense drone. Now we need the backup battery. These better not sync up. power the second shield bubble. We have 2 shield bubbles, we're safe from this. Damn it. That's quite bad. You're not good at fighting fires. And that's in our door room. Do we need to run now? We may need to run back to the thing that back to the jump we were just at, because if this like spreads or if they manage to hit our Klombe while people are dying, it's a disaster. We'll make one more volley, I think, and then we'll just have to run. Yeah, like this is what I'm concerned about, is them getting fires near my Klombe. Okay, we gotta get out of here. That's really fucking annoying. It's actually more important to put that fire out. I just need to keep the Klombe running. And then everything else is fine. That was very, very irritating. We could potentially jump back and finish that fight off. Because, like, we absolutely could beat that ship. It's just we were having trouble hitting and knocking their chain laser off, and then they got that really nasty fire in a very bad place. Most ships, you get a fire in your door and you're like, who cares? You'll have somebody to go and fight it, but not this one. This or Mantis B, I guess, are the ones where that would not be the case. And usually by this point on Mantis B, that will actually be the case. You're fine. Do we jump back? We're going to jump back and try to finish them off. I really want this scrap. Like, this is happening again. This seems to be a bug with the... You know, honestly, I'm going to just take that offer. I don't know if it's supposed to make that, to be honest, but I don't care. Okay, this ship's not too bad, it's only 2 shield bubbles. But yeah, we really need a store. Thank you, Beam Brown. Looks like we might have a fire. We do, but they have an engine in the box. I mean, you can see how much better these weapons would perform if we had hacking, because, like, the charge ion over time takes stuff down. So we could just weapon hack. But because of how slow they are, like, the Zoltan shield buys time for the first volley. But if the first volley doesn't go right, we're having to fight on even footing, and that really doesn't favor us. The missile cannot get through our Zoltan shield on the first volley, even if all 4 of these hit. But on the other hand, the missile fires before the chain laser, and I need my shields up. I need door control. Probably need to let them smash my sensors, but it's fine. Good dodge. Now we need help fighting these fools. Will likely die, but as long as we keep our combat up, it's fine. We'll lose some skill from that. It's more important to not lose the run than it is to preserve all our skill. And anything that costs us crew is awful. Okay, we found a store. I'm gonna just go right there because I don't want to, we have 222 scrap. We have enough to buy hacking and cloaking if we sell the fire drone. I don't want to take an extra jump and then find, oh, it's a 3-shield auto scout with an asteroid field and an Artemis missile, and then we die. I think this probably cost us a jump, but again. Buy cloaking. Get some repairs. And then we head up towards the exit. We seen... Yeah, we have seen weapons in stores. I was going to say, have we done that? But of course, we saw the... What was I saying about 3 shields? Admittedly, this doesn't have the Artemis missile, but hey, it does have the other stuff. You get in here, because I want 2 real power bubbles. I want 2 real shield bubbles. What? Cloak now, it looks like my shield bubbles are both down. And that is about to go off. Could you please hit all of your shots? Probably gonna get smacked by the harbor beam here. Yeah. Can actually keep the charge ion on because their shields are almost down and they'll get hit by asteroids. And we can put a beam drone on as well. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? I guess we needed to buy more power. If you don't want to have to run from your own flight. Cloak now. Thank God. Thank you, Beam Drone. Yeah, 3 shield chips are just a fucking nightmare with this, because our weapons are so slow and need to hit so many times. Fuck off with your dodging. Like, if I could hit this with the whole laser, which I'm not sure, have I done that maybe once the whole fight? You know, I'd have a good chance of landing a breach and then we just win. Finally. The asteroids can finish them off. Okay, apparently they can't. Fine, our whole laser can finish them off. I don't care what finishes them off, just give me scrap. Let's move on. If you're gonna only run one shield bubble against me, I'm not gonna pass up the chance to put a beam on. Possibly when they get some repairs, they will swap their power around. Let's find out. Yep. Finish them. No, I'm not accepting 14 fucking scrap. Are you out of your mind? Well, this ship is going to be extremely annoying. They've even got a beam drone, fire drone, just to further irritate the hell out of them. It's going to be a dive if they get away. I mean, it's not the end of the world if it's a nebula dive, but it'll still be quite bad. It's more important to take that missile down, though. Okay, no escaping. Run 2 shields. Win me this fight. Oh, we get 14 scrap for that extremely annoying fight. One jump after, I was like, no, we're not accepting 14 scrap. Clearly civilian. No question about that. Please show me a store with hacking. Buy 1 power bar. fact, I can buy 2 power bars because I can sell the fire drone if necessary. We go here, there, and then onwards. Aid the civilian ship. We'll be needing to use the beam drone in like every fight now. Close that to preserve Zoltan shield. Also going to use the whole time so that if we do need to run away, we can. I messed up the timing on that. Battery is about to run out. Don't use backup battery for the cloak. We still don't see a storm. Get that second shield bubble up. Well, it looked good when all of our charge light ion shots hit, but one positive thing is they will eventually run out of missiles. Bad thing is they may absolutely rip us a new one before that happens. Okay, good. We got the heavy 2 down. Now they indeed are out of missiles. So we're completely safe now. I meant to shoot at the empty hull, it didn't matter. Nice! Stun bomb is not a very good weapon, but we could use it if we need to. It is another ion, so we could put that into shields. Right now, I can't upgrade onto it without moving away from being able to afford hacking, I think. Yeah, it's too much. And I'm not getting away from being able to potentially afford hacking just to use a stun bomb. But we may do that in a couple jumps. We may upgrade onto using it. There's a store here. We could jump here and still go that way. So we'll do that. We are not surrendering our crew to slavers, especially slavers who can't hurt us. Well, let's see what happens when we use a fire beam drone on a ship full of rocks. Go, fire drone, go! You could do it! As long as we set enough fires, this will eventually spread to the extent that it'll burn out their O2. And yeah, they might be immune to fire, but they're not immune to oxygen deprivation. The rocks are very confused. Come on, hit oxygen. Thank you. And sit since they value other rooms more highly. Unfortunately, they've somehow dodged enough shots. I think some of ours must have hit their ions or something, because we somehow had them dodge enough shots, even though they have no piloting, that they got their shields back. Fire in their shields. Could you please hit the oxygen again now? Actually hit shields. They keep hitting the same rooms. Okay, that's a double fire. That's good, but the problem is the rocks are going to run to fight it, and they have level 202 over there. Please hit shields. Okay, good. Now I think we may have this. They put the fire out in shields too quickly every time. How is it not spreading? Is that like level 3 oxygen? Because like the number of times that thing has just hit engines and been like a fraction of a pixel away from dragging into shields and just not done it. Now apparently eventually they managed to get they get a shield bubble back. Please set another one in shields or on weapons so that they focus on that place. Good. I need the O2 to actually burn down if we're going to make progress. It doesn't help that it keeps doing swipes where it doesn't set fires like that one. I think we might have this finally. Fire drone, go. Set fire and shields, please, or weapons, either one will work. Stop hitting rooms that are already burning. Thank you. Yeah, the oxygen is going to run out over there. They might even manage to fix it, but we can get it down again. Alternatively, we could switch to the hull laser at this point, but it's more amusing to use the fire drone against rocks. Weapons and drag that rock out of there. Good. Yep, we got this now. Nice try, rocks. Oh dear, the slaves died while we were suffocating people and lighting fires all over the place. We'll just have to console ourselves with our high scrap reward. This little cul-de-sac is annoying. Hopefully the store is not down now. Cool, another beam drone. We could get a drone recovery arm, that would be useful. do this now, and we're going to, even though it's kind of icky to upgrade onto a stun bomb. Gotta charge up all the way for our first volley. Big missile down. That's the only weapon we really care about. Let's see what's going on over there. This is looking fairly potentially killable. Yeah, they're not ever fixing that. Speaking of things they're not fixing, actually switch this off because I just need them to run out of oxygen and then they die. I don't want to burn all of their systems down. Don't spread to teleport. Don't spread to teleport. Never mind, we'll just take that. That person knows how to make a deal. I mean, he can't survive anyway. There's no way they're fixing that shit. That person is just gonna suffocate or burn down. But whatever. We got a weapon. We have cobbled these weapons together from various drops. They're not great, but they're the weapons we've got. We will defend the outpost. This fight shouldn't be too bad, because we can just close the burst. 3. This does, however, mostly shred our Zoltan shield. Maybe I should cloak that, and then the Zoltan shield blocks against this. I'm actually going to do that, because then we can cloak the second burst 3 if we don't take it down. Feels a bit weird, but it does make kind of sense. Or we could just do that. And there's that nice property of ions that it will, you know, we'd only done a little bit of damage to their weapons, but they only had 1 up. The ion will always take a weapon down. We can just hit and get a breach on there. Fight is basically over. Of course, that does require us to actually hit. Okay, we found a store, good. Stay cloaked because I want my shields to have more time to get deionized. Go ahead and cloak. I'm going to jump straight to the store after this rather than trying to take more jumps, because if that store is bad, there's at least one more in this sector, and we have enough scrap to buy anything we might want, especially if we consider that we have loads of stuff that we can sell. We can reconfigure it any way that we want. This is a very slow and steady wins the race kind of situation. We just need one hull breach. Just one. Got it. Okay, now we take the cloak down to make this take less time. Let them cloak this, because I can't remember where they are in that cycle. There we go. No more cloaking. Now we just try to hit the shield. We're not wasting any more bombs. I suppose with sufficient time we could now put the use the charge ion and get that to gradually take the shields all the way down, but you know, it'll probably take longer than just doing that. Okay, you can't dodge now, so we win the next time we fire the hull too. Double reward. Please have hacking. And a flak. Okay. Flak and a burst one is good. Hacking and a burst one is good enough. Let's buy hacking. Final system, yes. I want to keep this. Double beam drones against the final phase could be of the flagship could be useful. The other question is whether or not we buy. I mean, we could buy the burst one. We could buy the pike beam. Our main problem has been getting through shields, but of course we now have hacking, which we have not had up to this point. We're almost certainly getting rid of the charge ion. I think I'll take the beam. I mean, I could take both, but that's a little bit too pricey. And I can't use, if I do that, I have to get rid of the whole laser, because chain, burst 1, and pike are all 2 power weapons, and hull 2 is 3. So I can't use those 3 plus the hull 2. I have to get rid of one of the 2 power weapons and a stun bomb. Or, yeah, get rid of one of the 2 power weapons and use the stun bomb, rather, as my last weapon. Get the pike beam. Buy charge ion. We'll keep the fire beam for now. Actually, should we get rid of this now? Yeah, we're getting rid of this now, because without the ion, we don't have any reliable way. I suppose we could hack shields, but then that's 2 drones just to get a crew kill. That's very expensive. Go like this. Is there another store? We don't see one. There could be one there or up here. Kinda like to hit this nebula though. I don't have quite enough to upgrade to hull 2 chain pike, but it won't be long. I think I'm gonna go through the big nebula now. I don't need another store right away, although I'd like a drone recovery arm. that's very much in the I would like category. Why didn't I upgrade my hacking? That was dumb. A non-Zoltan crew member would kind of be nice to have another pilot, but it's more important, I think, to just get upgrades right now. Try to stun bomb into shields. With weapon training, the stun bomb is actually fast enough to chain with itself, as you can sort of see there. It doesn't, the ionization doesn't last long enough to do that, but the stun effect on the crew member is, which is why that NG was still stunned. Pull that down. Now we can try to shoot shields and fail miserably, but really. Stop fixing things. I don't approve. Okay, good. We got a shield down. Stun whoever's in there so they can't keep fixing. I can't remember the last time I used a stun bomb seriously. Like, you use it occasionally on Mantis C. But as part of an actual gunship loadout, I don't remember. Unfortunately, we could not hit anything. It's taken them quite a while to get through our Zoltan shield, though, so. But they have now done it, which is why they've now boarded me. Vent you out, you'll run into the weapons, or we'll fight you 3v1. Okay, 3v2 apparently, but you know, you are just NGs. You have two rocks over there, but the NGs are like, no, we want to fight. Okay, so we can do hack cloaking cycles if we need to. Next up, we desperately want to get our weapons up so we stop having to use this stun bomb. We're definitely hacking these. Start on breaching that room. They have a med bay, so I don't think we're going to be able to kill this. We can seriously fuck with their ability to repair. On the other hand, maybe we can go kill it. Don't know how many crew they have over there. Got it. Just barely. Attack the auto ship. Well, we can probably just run them out of missiles. And not use the stun bomb. Because between the fact, okay, those are 2 Lido missiles. Do I just cloak these? Between the fact they have to get through our Zoltan shield, the weapon hack, and our cloak. And the fact that we just breached the hell out of their weapon system. We should just be able to run them out of missiles, and then we're basically safe other than from the mind control. Now the mind control is breached, so we're not in any danger from that either. Good. No more weapons for you. Kind of a pity we totally destroyed it. It would have been funny to see the auto scout burn down. Double reward. Awesome. We have a kind of workable weapon setup. We can risk this. Let's make sure there are no other breaches. It doesn't look like it. No, there are no other breaches. The O2 would go down when we opened our internal doors if there were. Activate our advanced weapons and take your free stuff. We're up to 33 fuel suddenly. We would have to die for that store. I don't think it's worth it. We could do it since we now have hacking and cloaking, but just for a store, let's not do that. I'll do that. That doesn't take me away. I mean, we don't really need that because the manually search event, which is the only thing you really need that for, we can do anyway. But we have enough scrap. Like, if we see any weapon that we would want, we just sell the stun bomb for it or something like that. More rock homeworlds. I've not been, until earlier today when we were playing Slug C, I've not been to one of these sectors for months. But, well, not quite months, but like, it had been probably 20 runs before I'd been to one, and now I've been to 2 in a row. It's the sector I go to least in the entire game, because I think it's a quite bad sector generally. Search among the stores. I didn't actually want to get that, but I will take the defense drone. Well, we'll take an extra jump just so if there is anything useful here, maybe we can do it. I need door controls. Pike beam. Cloak. Use the whole cloak to get our hack back off cooldown. Unfortunately, they got their cloak back off cooldown by doing that. Good, you jumped into a dumb location. I approve of this. You go into shields. Okay, their weapons are smashed now. go. You will pay, just not in the way you meant. This store has nothing useful. I'm gonna actually upgrade my doors now. We could vaguely use a non-Zoltan crew member, but I'm not buying one who doesn't have piloting skill, because that's where I'd put him. And I can't be bothered to train somebody else at this point. We found the ancient device again. You might not need to hack in this fight, their weapons are not very dangerous. They only just got through my Zoltan shield at the very, very end of the fight. Now we can 100% cloak. We're definitely hacking this enemy. We could, I suppose, just defense run that, but they have other weapons that are dangerous to me, so. Good. Big long cloak. Please don't burn my doors down, it would be very annoying. Could you please go out? Thank you. Theoretically, that could have finished them off, but nothing of the sort was occurring. Jump here. More solar flares. Very bad solar flares. Okay, good. Yeah, you can use the stun bomb on your own ship. So these rocks are going to be stunned for quite some time in the room with no oxygen. sensors may burn down here. Go, 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 get me out of here. We don't need to hack this ship, it's not too bad. Big long cloak. Buy 2 more power bars. Go up there. This is the only way to get most of our jumps. I don't mind diving at this point anyway. It's this thing. So the way you're supposed to do the Rock Homeworld's quest is that you fight them there at a solar flare, and you're supposed to let them run away, and that creates another quest beacon where they give you rock plating. We're not going to do that. So I put a defense drone on. This fight is very, very safe. Or at least theoretically that's the case. My defense drone does what it's actually supposed to do. Get vented. You just get over there. It's not a terrible offer, but no, I want more scrap. They survived with resist, but they won't survive for much longer. Prepare for a challenge. Okay. Whatever you say. This quest is absolutely not worth doing the proper way. You end up losing like 3 jumps to get the effectively like 1 reward and a 40 scrap draw. So I'm doing this instead. That is a bit yuck. Oh god. Really? They're still charging the FTL? Let's just hit more different systems so they stop doing that. Yeah, that burned out because I misplayed. I didn't open one of the internal vents. You go and fix that. You go with it. I don't feel any twinge of guilt. I want to have to give up 3 jumps to get a really mediocre reward. Admittedly, I got a really mediocre reward anyway, but at least I'm not wasting another jump on it. I keep forgetting to open my vents properly. Just jump to the store since we're not in a fight there, so it doesn't matter that our people aren't in position. There's a great lot of nothing at this store. You could buy a hull repair drone, but it's too expensive. We're not going to spend 85 scrap on repairs in this run when we have a Zoltan shield, cloaking and hacking. Let us leave. Yeah, we'll take that. We have loads of fuel. And only 1 sector left. These are not ideal Sector 7s. Do I get my weapons up now? Or hacking? Let's get hacking up instead. Because I need to shield hack anyone with 4 shield bubbles. I'm going to shield hack now most of the time because between the Zoltan shield and the cloaking, we should mostly be able to survive the enemy's first couple of volleys. And by the time we've survived that, well, their weapons should be down. Like this ship can theoretically damage us as it has 3 lasers. Now it can't. Hack that stuff down. Light beam. I wouldn't normally push these before getting the 3rd shield bubble, but we have a Zoltan shield, so we can afford to do that. We'll get the 3rd shield bubble up next. And then I guess we should bring our stun bomb into play again. We don't need 3 points in hacking for this, only 2. Oh yeah, they have a Zoltan shield. Let's remedy that problem. Shields are drained away. Light beam. And you weren't doing anything anymore. Well, the battery burned down. Go and fix that before we jump out. It's quite useful to have. Okay, we can't finish fixing it. Wow, I just noticed this fucking abomination of a portion of the sector. Also, these are quite bad, man. This layout sucks. probably going to end up losing jumps because I didn't realize that until earlier. I guess I should have checked. I didn't realize that until earlier. I didn't realize that earlier until now. Sure, we're using missiles, kinda, or we will be. We might be able to use the stun bomb to get some crew kills in phase 1 if we can, like, get some breaches in a room. Just fight the damn shit. Damn it. This ship has effectively 5 shield bubbles. I may put a beam drone up against it, honestly. Pike beam. No. And yeah, you might be trying to run, but you're not going anywhere. This particular layout is extremely vulnerable to the pike beam. Wow, this is a... oh my god, this sector sucks. What the fuck is this? It's full of these random little cul-de-sacs. With a clone bay, the top one is actually better, because this might just be nothing. Whereas with this, you're guaranteed to not lose crew. Holy crap. Well, we get a free flak. That seems pretty good. We'll use that instead of the chain laser. Okay, I can kind of forgive a little bit of this sector now that it's given me a free flak. It's still unutterably shit layout, but... for phase 1, I could put the pike beam away and use the chain laser. That's more likely to get... it would be useful to get crew kills here because we don't have mind control counter and our crew suck at fighting. So I'm worried about the boarding phase. Being able to have lasers that like set fires and breaches and then stun bombing people could be a way to kill a few of them. We might regret not keeping the fire drone. Aid the civilian ship. Actually, you have a level, you have a buffer point in shields anyway, so let's not bother with that. Let's just do this. Let's also start in piloting because they might only have level 1. They don't. They could have had only level 1 piloting. Looks like they have an NG in there too. They fixed that too fast for us. Everything into shields now. Cool. Okay, so I guess actually we could just use these 3 for phase 1. Possibly we could just use those three for all three phases, frankly, but I mean, using the pike beam seems useful. But I definitely want to do that for at least that phase, but I need weapons 8 first. Yeah, we will use these three for the next little while. Or do we? Or do we just use this? Nah, we're going to use these three. I love the heavy laser too. I think we have enough time to take an extra jump, come back, and still hit all of these in the nebula, especially since the exit is in a nebula. Bring it aboard, give me a low amount of scrap, but whatever. We almost certainly are not getting Shields 8, unless we have a really good Sector 8. Stupid Zoltan Shield bypass. Bend them. Let's let them hit in that room until the doors lock on them again. Okay, never mind. That was another situation we could have used a stun bomb on our own ship, but it's fine. We had no need to do that. Activate our advanced weapons and get 57 scrap for doing nothing. Cool. I want drone control up actually so I can activate both drones, especially since I want for phase 3 to be using double beam drones. Pulsar. We also probably want to upgrade, if we want to use these weapons for phase 1, we want to upgrade our sensors so we can see what's happening over there. If I thought we were likely to find a store, I would accept this, because I can sell that. But I'm not convinced we will. So I would actually reject it. Not often that you reject surrender offers where they're offering you a weapon. Also, our cargo hold is quite full right now anyway. This, wherever the store was in this sector, is probably one of those random, you know, bits that we couldn't go in without taking a ridiculous dive. This, by comparison, is a non-ridiculous dive. Just hack weapons and get out. We might be able to kill the ship, actually. Given that there's no ASB. Yeah. I think we have this. I think their shields are now burning. Yeah, we've easily killed these people. Give me your fuel. And after that disappointing sector, we are off to Sector 8. Oh cool, we have found a store. I guess I should have accepted that offer, but... Okay. do we want to do this? Could buy the halberd beam, and then we could swap something like, if we sold stun bomb and bought halberd beam, we could use these weapons for phase 1 still to get cur kills, and then we could swap to pike beam, halberd beam. So we'd need to sell the chain laser. We could swap to like pike beam, halberd beam, flak, maybe the stun bomb for that phase. That seems really odd. Alternatively, we could just sell a bunch of these, decide on an actual weapon setup, and then use that throughout. I think since we're lower on scrap, that's probably the better idea, in which case swapping onto this halberd beam is not really necessary. And keeping all these extra weapons is probably not necessary. Let's just use these. I mean, I suppose we could have bought the heavy laser 1 and used that with the chain laser instead of the hold 2, but whatever. We've been using the hold 2 throughout, let's just use it. This will also allow us to more easily upgrade our stuff to use the double drones. We might be able to afford shield 8 now. Let's hold our scrap until we see what that's the case. This doesn't help, that's a nothing beacon. Take a repair station, the drone parts will be very helpful. Yeah, like we're not far off it now, although we would need to buy a bit more power too. We defense drone this, we should be fairly safe. Let's shield hack. Weapons are completely broken. We could get shield skill here, but I don't care. Oh yeah, I wanted to upgrade my sensor so I can see what's going on in the final phase. Well, we'll see. In the final phase, in the first phase. Damn it. Well, let's backtrack, see. Hopefully that one doesn't get taken over. And hopefully we make scrap out of it. Looks like it. This ship is like a massive troll. They have doubles of the same missile. And double beam drones to just shred my Zoltan shield. As long as we can take one of these missiles down, we're safe. And we took both of them down. This should give us enough scrap to get the shields up. We'd like more power for the drones, but we can potentially just do that for the later phases. And we don't necessarily need it, we could use backup batteries for the drones. So let's see. Doing that. So, off to fight the flagship. And hopefully we can get lots of breaches and fires with our two heavy, well the hull laser 2 and the heavy laser 2, and start killing off some crew this phase. Look. If I chuck everything into there, we might just kill swamps if they all hit. Yep. There is unfortunately always a danger with Zoltan shields that they will send a second. We're gonna get hit here, there's nothing we can do about it. Let's get that door to lock before I chuck everything in there. It's you down. Good. You two will die to the heavy laser 2 if all the shots hit. They did. I could try to trap another person in there, but honestly, let's just use Decipher's bug. End the fight now, you'll die. We got rid of, what, 5 in that phase? That's pretty good. There will be some boarding, I think, in the final phase, but not very much. Should I save to the supply power? I could have saved to upgrade my doors before that final phase, but like we'll probably kill even more in this phase. You two are just living power bars. You might as well get your hit points back. Let's take an extra jump while we're at it. Maybe we'll get enough scrap to upgrade the doors after all. This ship is not very threatening. Flak into shields and the other things are weapons. Okay, that boarding drone is going to annoy me. Let's switch it off. No. Cool, we did. So let's upgrade our doors in advance of that last phase. We might even get enough. In fact, we almost certainly will get enough scrap. Although it's not definite that we get enough scrap from this phase here to get another power bar as well. Put a defense drone up for this phase because they are going to get through my Zoltan shield very quickly and then they're going to send a boarding drone over, and I don't feel like dealing with that. Yeah, they only have 3 crew left to board me with, and we may kill 1 or 2 of those this phase. We didn't land all of our shots there, but we can probably delete him with our second volley. Yep. I think some of our shots hit drones because we didn't seem to do very much damage there. However, that kind of made up for it. Put the beam drone up and we can win this phase very quickly. They got a bit of random damage through on us. That was because of the earlier moment where a bunch of our shots, I think either they dodged loads of them or we just hit a bunch of drones. Still, they have 1 crew left who can actually board us, so I'm not too concerned. And we did get enough scrap to get more power. Defense drone can go away now. Double beam drones to slice the Zoltan shield on their side to pieces. Runaway trick is kind of impossible since we have a Zoltan shield, but we wouldn't want to bother with it anyway. With how few crew they have left. Hack shields down. Our beam drones can actually do damage while the shields are hacked down. We kind of need to fire our weapons before that runs out. Which will chuck us out of cloud, so it's fine. Really? We somehow managed to not take the missiles off, and we'll do that in a moment. No blowing my crew up. You're not having a good time. our beam drones are just going to win this fight for us, so let's mostly pull our shields down. And that's 11 in a row. We got Zoltan C out of the way. Pretty happy with that run. We didn't really have fantastically good luck. The hull laser 2 drop was pretty big, but that was after, you know, we had annoying fights where enemies kept escaping from us, or we were having to run away and go back to them because of them dodging. We were having a lot of trouble with 3 shield chips for a while, but eventually we managed to pile on enough weapons to pull ahead. Very middling sort of score. We never had long-range scanners, so we didn't have great ships defeated total. But it's all very, very workmanlike. So, 3, 2, 1, go. We haven't done Roxy on this. I don't think we've done Roxy on this streak. No, we did. We started with Roxy. In that case, 3, 2, 1, go. Lanius A we definitely haven't done on this. I say that and then I double check because I don't know anymore. Yep, we haven't done Lanius A, so we'll be back onto a really, really good ship after our sojourn with Zoltan C. So I hope you enjoyed the run, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.